into CNN, the president receiving an update on Hurricane Michael and its path from FEMA and from his Homeland Security Secretary. Let's listen to the president.
Hurricanes Harvey, Irma, and Maria were Cat 4s. These are big storms that we're looking at. So it'll hit the Panhandle, as you can see on this one right here, sir, and then it will go through Georgia and Carolinas. Unfortunately, on the tail end, we do expect additional rain in the Carolinas. With FEMA's leaning forward, as we are with our interagency partners. We're forward deployed, with search and rescue ready to go, with very close contact with state and local authorities.
Citizens in Southwest Georgia, Central Georgia, to be vigilant and make sure that they understand what's about to come, because this area is going to see a Cat 1, Cat 2 storm as it moves inland, and with the vegetation there, what we're anticipating is a lot of downed trees.
Ever to hit our country, is that actually a fact?
Well, so in this area, this would be the most intense hurricane that's struck this area since 1851, if I remember correctly. So this
is a big storm.
Yeah. Intense, very intense. But
this one is going to be heavy rain, or is it going to be the winds that are going to be the brunt?
Storm surge and winds, and then for Georgia, they're going to see high inland winds. So you may see sustained Category 1, Category 2 winds with higher gusts.
We've got food supplies, food change. We're working with all of the states. And let me ask you, this started out very innocently a week ago. This was a small storm in an area they never thought. They said it grew into a monster.
Right, so the first initial indications from the National Hurricane Center started coming in around Saturday.
Thank you, Wolf. Yeah, we're being extremely safe right now. If we need to get inside, we can cut this short and walk a few feet in to be a safe area. But look, we're experiencing some pretty relentless bands of wind right now with really driving rain. Those sound like cliches and stereotypical words to use, but I don't have anything else to just wind. It almost feels like little needles are pricking in with small raindrops falling, and you have these furnitures. This actually my
Diane, let's see if we can hear her.
like this. Now look, we have been on the lookout for debris as it's been coming down. We had a drain come off of this area here, fly away with the wind. We've seen other parts of metal sheet that have been coming this way. Now, we started the day off actually on the shore at Panama City Beach, on the lower Grand Lagoon area, if you're familiar with the island.
Onshore, and I'm going to highlight some of these areas so you can get a better idea. This is Panama City. That's where Diane is. Of course, this is the eye of the storm. You can see that quite clearly, and you can see where this is sort of headed in these areas, say from Panama City over to Mexico Beach. These areas in between are going to experience the eye of the storm. They're going to get clearing. They could possibly see blue sky.
Simply bolting into your face like now, like small razor blades. The power is out. We've heard transformer explosions all across this part of Panama City Beach where we are. The water is rising on the roadways. The rain has been falling consistently. It's a very flat area, so these roads flood very, very easily. It moves up the coast, passing maybe Tallahassee. So this wind could be a big concern, not just here along the coast, but also in cities like Tallahassee, known for their gorgeous oak canopies with those giant trees that I just can't imagine can withstand the kind of wind we're seeing here. Well, if it picks up that much more than this, it will be hard to stay outside. We are seeing these wind speeds get stronger.
No danger right now, but once it becomes really dangerous, this is supposed to make landfall, Hurricane Michael, this hour at some point. Obviously, you'll go inside and be protected. But what else are you feeling and seeing right now?
Well, we're feeling this heavy, sustained wind, and I don't know any other way to describe it other than just this heavy, leaning force consistently against the body here, and the piercing rain. The rain there, obviously, the flooding was a major issue. Here is the storm surge, which is being seen on the coast in this wind speed for the eye wall. It will be 145, 150 miles an hour, and we are now feeling it, Wolf. I mean, the wind speed here, very, very strong. As you said, if it gets to be too fierce, we will go inside. There is a safe place in the building here. The tropical storm force winds are extending way beyond the center of the storm, even as the eye approaches Panama City Beach, where I am. I want to check in with my colleague, Brooke Baldwin, who's in Destin. Brooke, made landfall with wind speeds as high as this. I want to go over to Destin and get a sense of where things stand there. That's about 40 miles west of where I am. Erica Hill is there. Erica.
Yes, so John, I actually just got off the phone with Captain Nix in the Oglesby County Sheriff's Office here. He
close of bridges, John, and once you hit 40 miles per hour, you can pretty much assure that that is going to happen. But he did want to confirm that at this hour in Okaloosa County, there have not been any bridges closed. He said he was concerned that there had been some reports out there.
Blowing so hard now, it's even hard to hear. You know what, I'm going to hold my microphone out as close to the wind as I can so you can hear it. I don't know if that actually worked, but this, the roar of this wind as it plows through, as it blows through, and the force of it against the railings like that, and you can see the trees blowing out over there as well. I'll step a little bit out here again so you can see me with that metal railing continuing to bend there. But the storm did make landfall, as Jennifer Gray said, a little bit east of where I am near Mexico Beach. That means the storm surge will be even east of that. That's a vulnerable area.
They're already pre-positioned to get the power back on, but I am scared to death the people that chose not to evacuate. This is just a horrendous storm, and you look at on your monitor and you can just see the wind, the rain.
Hi there, I'm Brooke Baldwin live here in Destin, Florida, where we are covering the official landfall of Hurricane Michael, Category 5 hurricane with winds at 155 miles per hour. That is several miles per hour shy of Category 5. I am joined by two of my colleagues, Erica Hill, who's with me here, not too far from where I'm standing in Destin, and also really who's feeling the brunt of it, John Berman, who is at Panama City Beach, Florida, just about 40 miles to my east. John Berman, I'm going to send it straight to you.
Been watching for a few minutes know that behind me there used to be this metal railing, this iron railing that was cemented to the ground here. It was uprooted and bent over and pulled the cement with it. That's just how strong this wind is, and there goes another piece.
130 mile per hour gusts at the Air Force Base just to your east, and that is before the gauge broke. So most likely the winds were much, much higher. Of course, in Panama City Beach, we had a 116 mile per hour gust. You have sustained winds 100 miles per hour, possibly even higher. This is the third lowest pressure of a storm as it's made landfall. That's
Landfall came through. You were on the back edge of that portion of that eye wall. So yeah, it continues to move northward. But what's interesting is, relative to where you are is what you're going to experience when it comes to damage. Looking at that previous video, being on the outskirts, it's all about relative to the location. So right around that eye, some of the greatest damage. There's still going to be structural damage around that, but with time, you really start seeing some of the damage in some of these rain bands as well. Some of those rain bands could produce hurricane force wind gusts as well. But you're going to have heavy rain. You're going to start seeing some trees down, and even power.